So you received a claim from your insurance company and it's less than you expected, making you wonder, didn't I pay for replacement cost coverage? This isn't enough. Here are 2 reasons why this might be happening. Let's get into it. You might be asking yourself, why am I talking to you about this while in a storage room? I'll get to that in a second. To better understand why you don't always get paid the cost to replace even though you paid for the coverage, you first have to understand one of the most fundamental concepts about property insurance. That is, property insurance is only meant to make you whole. This means it's not meant to make you better or leave you with more than what you had, but rather get you back to where you were before a loss, and the insurance policy contract is written in a way to attempt to accomplish just that. So now that you understand that, let's talk about storage rooms. If you're like me, this is the room at your business that you likely put the least amount of thought into. It's a place for things that don't have a place. Things you don't really use or don't really use that often, or sometimes things that get repurposed instead of their original use. So it's a great place to talk about 2 options after a loss. One being where you're going to replace the property that was damaged, and the second option where you're not going to replace it. In the first option, where you intend to replace the item, let's use this shelf as an example. The company may not really be able to determine a value, so what they do after a covered loss is give you the actual cash value, the price you paid minus depreciation, which gives you a chance to find a replacement for it. When you've purchased the replacement, you can provide the receipt to the insurance company and they'll reimburse you the difference between the actual cash value they gave you and what you paid. Keep in mind that you have to have replacement cost coverage on your policy in order for this to happen. This is also a way the insurance company ensures that you're getting back to that fundamental place of being whole, not better than where you were, back to where you were before the loss. In the second option, where you're choosing not to replace the item, or you're going to replace the item with a less expensive alternative, this is where the insurance companies usually only provide the actual cash value. Let's use this other shelf as an example. This isn't a shelf at all. It's a filing system that dates back to when we used to use physical paper files. These were very expensive when we first purchased them because they were specially made to store paper files, if properly covered, could resist a fire for a period of time. But as you can see, now we're only using them as shelves. Not really much different from these other ones that were a lot less money. If this room was damaged in, say, a fire, we would not likely spend the extra money to get this fancy filing system. Rather, we'd just buy regular shelves like these ones because the fancy ones would be overkill. So the insurance company won't pay the full replacement cost of these fancy shelves, but they will pay the cost to replace them with the less expensive ones. Another great example is all of this extra tile we have stored back here. We accidentally bought way too much tile when we redid the floors, and due to special circumstances, we couldn't return the extra. So when we store them in here, now, if this was a fire and the tile was damaged, we were not going to buy a whole lot of extra boxes of tile to replace them. We'll just need a few boxes. In this case, the carrier would replace the few boxes that we replaced, but only give us the actual cash value of the boxes we weren't going to replace. The reason for this goes back to the fundamental. The policy is built to make you whole, not better. Just back to where you were before the loss, and in this second example, I had a whole bunch of tile with no use for it. So they're just going to give me the cost to minus depreciation or the actual cash value. So there you have it. If you're intending to replace the property, but didn't get the full replacement cost from the carrier, even though you did purchase the coverage, you can submit proof of replacement to get reimbursed for the difference. Or, if you choose not to replace the property, you're still going to get the actual cash value that you can use in any way you want. Remember, not all insurance is created equal. This is a general explanation of definitions and terms. You have to see your insurance policy for its exact terms and definitions. Talk to your trusted insurance advisor. That's what we're here for. We're here to answer your questions. It's pretty much our only job. If you don't have one, or you'd like a second opinion, feel free to reach out to us at www.dopazoinsurance.com. There you can chat with us, give us a call, or complete one of our online forms so we can help you and get a quote started for you. We have so many different ways of getting in contact with us, and we'll be glad to help you in any way we can. If you like this video, give it a like, and if you think the information was useful, share it with someone you think might need it. It would also be a really great help if you hit that subscribe button and you'll get notified of future videos. We do a lot of insurance videos, but we also have a little bit of fun. In the meantime, if you have any questions you'd like me to answer in a video, please ask me in the comments, and it would be my pleasure to try to make the video and help you better understand insurance. Thank you.